Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this evening's Flyway Conference basketball game between the Orioles of North Fond du Lac and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, North Fond du Lac High School, and the WLA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the Orioles, a 5'4" senior, number 1, Haley Herzig. A 5'4" junior, number 2, Madison Shrink. A 5'6" junior, number 12, Bree Rock. A 5'6" senior, number 21, Haley Bednar. The 5'9" senior, number 31, Alexis Schneider. The Orioles are coached by Gary Keel.
Well, I'd like to welcome you in here to Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Jordan King along with you tonight as we have the North Fond du Lac Orioles and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings in Flyway Conference play. The Vikes come into the game 11-0 on the season, 5-0 in Flyway Conference play, sitting atop the standings with that record, obviously. Laconia in second, 5-1. Springs 4-2. Springs dispatched by these Vikings 6 days ago, last Friday night. North Fond du Lac fourth in the conference, 3-2 in conference standings. Starters for North Fondy, they have senior Haley Herzig, junior Madison Schrank, junior Bree Rock, and a couple of other seniors, Haley Bednar and Alexis Schneider. For the Vikings, no difference. Kiara Shea, Riley Lair, Kaylee Fry, Elena Supernan, Geneva Hewitt. When you have something good, you don't move away from it. And that's what the Vikings have been able to do pretty much since that Kiel game at the start of the season, where they did not have their full complement of players, beat Kiel without 3 of their normal starters, and since then have used this starting lineup to jump out to a Flyway Conference lead. So let's play some basketball. JV 1 got a win, no JV 2 tonight. As North Fond du Lac starts with the ball on offense, they'll swing it around against this WLA defense that is stifling, and that's probably not even putting it strong enough. There's a 3 ball that missed. Bodies hit the floor, no foul, and it'll stay with the Vikings. After number 2, Madison Schrank threw it off of the knee of Geneva Hewitt. Offensively, the Vikings average 64.5 points per game. They do like to get out and run, though, and Supernan trying to get that to happen here. Elena Supernan dives on the floor, and she'll be whistled for a foul. Good hustle by Supernan, got her hand in the passing lane, tried to complete the steal, and just a little too aggressive. Here's Bednar throwing it in. And Kiera Shea is going to, let's see who the victim is this week. It's Haley Herzig, who will have to deal with Shea. Shea now guarding Herzig in the front court. Riley Lair almost got her hand in a passing lane. Good job by Herzig not to throw that pass. Drive here from North Fondy. Short corner, that's a 2. No good, offensive rebound to Bednar. Herzig kicks it out, top of the key here. This is Rock. Rock shoots it, blocked by Kaylee Fry. Rebound down to Supernan. Supernan running the break. First opportunity offensively, and Supernan scores quickly. No slow starts tonight. Last Friday it was a little bit of a slow start by Elena, but she ended the game with 29 points. So no problems there offensively for Supernan, who leads the Flyway in 2 statistical categories. She's first in points per game with 17.2, and also in assists with nearly 4 per game, as North Fond du Lac and Herzig going to turn it over here. Hewitt checks into Supernan. And of the 3 major categories, the Vikings have someone leading in all of them. Just mentioned Supernan in points and assists, and Kaylee Fry leads the league in rebounding. For the first time this season, as Lair goes in underneath, scoops almost able to score, not able to though. For the first time this season, Kaylee Fry's average for rebounds has dropped into single digits. She's at 9.8 rebounds per game. She was up over 10 for the first 10 games of the season. This tipped around underneath, and Fry's going to get a rebound here. Gives it to Hewitt. Hewitt in to Shea in the front court. Shea drives the lane. Floater, good. Kiera Shea gets herself going. She averages just short of 7 points per game. But ask anyone. Ask Laconia, ask Mayville, ask Waupun, ask Newman from Springs. Shea's best asset is not necessarily offensive, but she is good enough to hurt you there if you aren't careful. Good tip there from Kaylee Fry. Orioles trying to get it down to Alexis Schneider, 5'9" senior, guarded by Fry. Fry 5'11", so got the height advantage there. And stepping out of bounds was Bree Rock, so give it back to the Vikings. Oh no, they're going to say moving screen. Bednar. Riley Lair going to bring it into the front court. Mentioned this during the JV 1 game. Riley Lair currently leads all Division 4 players in three-point percentage, where she averages 46.3% from 3. Here's Kaylee Fry in the lane. Shea, corner 3, on the way, looks good, just a touch short. Offensive board by Hewitt, kicks it out. Riley Lair from the left wing. This one's strong. Offensive rebound by Kiera Shea. Shea gets back out to Lair. Lair thought about it, dumps it down to Fry. Fry, skip pass. Hewitt, left wing 3 on the way. This one, good. Can't give them many more than one opportunity, and when you do, don't leave Geneva Hewitt open for a 3. Hewitt's averaging, and I say only a little bit jokingly, offensive foul as Herzig pushed off on Kiera Shea. But just 30.4% for Geneva Hewitt from 3. And she's capable of much better than that, but that's still a pretty healthy number from 3, I would say. Here's Hewitt in the corner, skip pass to Shea. Shea looks underneath to Supernan, now gives it to Lair. Lair to high post, that's Fry. Fry gets it stolen. This is Herzig. Herzig running the break. Goes straight at Lair, goes up with it, Lair blocks it, and it's going to stay with the Orioles, but North Fondy's still looking for their first points. Trouble getting this one in, and Supernan got her hand in the passing lane as well. Rock dribbles it off of her own knee, Hewitt not able to get the steal. Here's a corner three on the way. It just looks short, and it is. That is Madison Schrank. Rebound down to Supernan. Nice bounce pass up to Hewitt. Collects. Back top of the key. This one looks short. It is from Riley Lair. Offensive rebound to Supernan. She falls away and hits it in the lane. 4 points for Elena Supernan. That's going to force a timeout. 9-0, and a great start for the Vikings. Back after this on WLA TV. So you couldn't have drawn up a much better start for the Vikings. They lead it 9-0. And let's wipe up the rest of the floor there before we get going. Thank you. And we're back now. 14:03 to go, just 4 minutes into this first half as Shea fights her way through a couple of screens. Here's Herzig. She has it top of the key. Turns, gives to Rock. Rock on the far side. Looks for the skip pass. She has it here. This is Schrank. Schrank steps back, thought about the three. Now get a bounce pass here to Bednar. Bednar to Schneider. Schneider down the lane. Up with the right hand. No good. And a good board from Geneva Hewitt. Looks like Herzig might have had position, but no whistle there. Into the front court comes Shea. Shea finds Lair. Lair bounces down to Fry. Fry, good job there to push, by Bednar it was, to push Fry out to the short corner. Here's a skip pass dangerously done by Hewitt, but it's tipped away from North Fond du Lac.
Into the game for the Orioles, number 24, Jamie Catania. And number 33.
Be Shea to bring it in for the Vikes. 2-3 zone for North Fondy. See how long that lasts. It's a risk-reward. It's a dangerous game to play with the shooters that the Vikes have. Here's one of them. That's Riley Lair. Skip pass from Fry to Hewitt. Hewitt hits it. 2 for 2 from 3 is Geneva Hewitt. She's got 6 points. Averages 13.7 points per game. But another one of these Vikings that is capable of 25 or 30 on any given night, as they'll get Supernan with her second foul. A little bit of a light foul there. I think Coach Supernan's going to change the substitution. I think Lair was going to come in for Riley Lair, but now Maddie Lair is coming in for Supernan with a couple of fouls. So Supernan and Hewitt both leave the floor. Kuski and Maddie Lair into the game. Into the game is Jamie Catania, who is now drawing Kiera Shea. Into the corner, Schrank underneath to Rock. Rock loses control. There's Shea, and like she was shot out of a cannon down the floor, up with the right hand and good. She's got 4. If you are even or even a step or two ahead of Kiera Shea, you're not going to beat her to the bucket. She's going to beat you to the rim, and she's going to finish. She's got 4, 14-0 here on the Vikes home floor. Here's Schneider. Near side to Schrank. Schrank guarded by Riley Lair. Drive here by Schenk. Nice jump shot there. That's Caitlin Retzloff, junior for this squad, coming off the bench. Shea trots into the front court as North Fondy has finally drawn blood, if you will. Here's a 3 from Kaylee Fry. I think that's only her 3rd 3 on the season. She misses that one short. And head back the other way. 0 for 3 on the season from 3. You could say pressing for the Vikings, but this is just a standard defensive possession. Let Kiera Shea go up there and wreak havoc if she can. Normally she does. At the very least, she wears the other point guard down. We've seen that in several games so far this season. Here's Bednar. Hands off, and a good job there by Kaylee Fry to get her hand in the passing lane. Steal completed by Kiera Shea. And what did I just say about Kiera Shea? Down the court. She scores again, 6 points for Kiera Shea. Tied with Hewitt for the team lead thus far, 4 for Supernan. That adds up to the 16 that the Vikings have. Ticking under 11 minutes to go here in the first half as that's stolen by Maddie Lair. Here's Shea. Shea going down the right side. Has it stripped away, they're going to say, on the arm. And stays here. I think it's on the floor. .24, that's Catania. Just her first, I believe. It is. Third team foul. And we're going to get a timeout here. 30-second timeout. Didn't see who called it. We'll try to see. Coach Supernan and the Vikings taking the 30-second timeout here. We'll keep it here. 16-2 for the Vikings. And Kiera Shea has started out well, as has Geneva Hewitt. Hewitt 2 for 2 from 3. Shea doing her thing defensively, and it led to some offense for her as well as we continue on here in this first half. Riley Lair's missed 2 threes. That's as many threes as Sam Lair missed on Tuesday all night. He was 6 for 8. Scored 24 points. Ethan Cole had 25 in a loss. A very close game against Lamira. 70-69 was the loss. So here is Supernan back into the game. She goes down the paint, almost had it knocked away. It is knocked away from Maddie Lair. Riley Lair trying to get it right back. Here's Herzig. And Maddie Lair is going to guard Herzig now. Herzig probably with a sigh of relief that Kiera Shea's currently taking a break on the bench. Bednar down the lane. Contact. And no whistle. I guess I'm all right with no whistle there. A lot of contact both ways, but I suppose Supernan didn't move and Bednar really didn't plow into her, so no call. Here's Maddie Lair. Dribbles, top of the key, Kuski, swings it around. Left wing 3 on the way for Supernan. Looks good, rattles home for Elena Supernan, and all of a sudden she has 7 points. 19-2, a very efficient start for Elena. Had a couple of early misses in that Springs game. Obviously, volume-wise, was able to fill it up and get those 29 points. A little bit more efficient tonight. And a very good start for the Vikings, as we're about 8 minutes in. Now, haven't even hit the halfway point of this first half, and the Vikings already have 19 points. Chemnitz almost got the steal. Here's Herzig on the near side. Jumper on the way. That one's just long. And a good defensive rebound from Siri Kuski. Kuski hands off to Supernan, and the Vikes headed back this way. Here's Chemnitz. Looks for Supernan. Now finds Riley Lair. Top of the key, Kuski. Maddie Lair underneath to Chemnitz. Chemnitz straight up with it. Misses it short. Peyton Chemnitz almost got that one to go. Here's Bednar. Nice pass up ahead. Down the lane, up with the right hand. Scooping, not quite scoring. That's number 23, Megan Pellet. And she's going to shoot a long 2. So just a 2, but the second bucket for the North Fondy Orioles is good. And it's 19-4. Supernan into the front court. Maddie Lair looking for Riley Lair. And Riley wasn't as far out as Maddie thought she was, so that one goes out of bounds. And I think Maddie Lair might find a seat on the bench as Kiera Shea comes back in. Siri Kuski replaced by Geneva Hewitt as well. So the starting lineup minus Kaylee Fry plus Peyton Chemnitz right now for the Vikings. Into the front court. Here's Bednar. Thought about that pass underneath. Would have been a good pass had Geneva Hewitt not gotten in the way. Hewitt finds, what a pass from Hewitt to find Supernan underneath, and Elena finishes. Supernan has 9. Hewitt has 6 and the assist there. Here's Herzig into the front court. Herzig picks it up in a difficult spot. Gives it to Bednar. Bednar to Schrank. Schrank down the lane. Back here to Herzig. Herzig kicks it out, top of the key. This is Rock. Back to Herzig. As North Fondy trying to get something going offensively here. Schrank has it, top of the key. Finds Bednar. Bednar down the lane. Little contact. Count the basket and the foul. Haley Bednar finishes strong at the rim.
Basket's good for number
I think it was 33, yes. Peyton Chemnitz, that's her first.
Calling the Vikings, number 33, Peyton Chemnitz. In for the Vikings, Haley Fry.
And Fry will replace her quickly. Starters back out on the floor for the Vikes. Bednar banks in the free throw. Take it any way you can get it. 21-6. Supernan trots across the timeline. Initiates the offense. Ooh, Hewitt had Riley Lair on a back cut. She opts to go to Elena Supernand, and who am I to critique that? 12 points for Supernand as she's hit a couple of threes in the last couple of minutes, and she's scored 7 of the last 9 for the Vikings as well. Herzig back into the front court. Here's Rock looking underneath for, oh my goodness. Alexis Schneider, 5'9", was just blocked by 5'3" Kiara Shea. Coming the other way, the Vikings jump stop and jump shot for Elena Supernand. She gets that one to go, and Supernand is up to 14 points. 26-7. Vikes lead by 19. Timeout North Fondy will take it with them. Back after this on WLA TV. So 7:34 left here in the first half, and the Vikings lead the Orioles 26-7. 19-point lead for the Vikings. Here's Shea. Shea's guarding Rock. Rock puts it on the deck, trying to back Shea down. Not as easy as it looks. There's Schneider. Schneider back to Rock. Rock top of the key. Here's Bednar. Swings it around Schneider. Schneider working on Fry. Kicks it back out. Rock jumper on the way, banks in. Good. Bree Rock with her first points of the ball game. And 26-9. Shea into the front court. Now a man-to-man defense for the Orioles. Elena Supernand down the lane. Floater missed short. And Riley Lair trying to tie it up. They'll get her on the arm, though, first. Fourth team foul, first for Riley.
Viking foul on number 4, Riley Lair.
Herzig into the front court. Spinning. Spinning again. Spinning again. Trying to avoid Shea, and she throws it away to Supernand. Supernand up the floor. One-handed pass, no look to Shea. Shea finishes. She's got 8. 28-9. And Shea's going to continue to follow Herzig around. I think it's fascinating. Depending on the game, depending on the opponent, depending on personnel on the floor, Shea either follows someone around or she just pesters whoever's bringing the ball up. It's fascinating defense. It really is. And it takes a veteran squad. Nice. I think that was a long two again. That was from Madison Schrank, and a good jump shot there. The NBA analytics people would say you should just shoot the 3 at that point. But this isn't the NBA. Here's Kiara Shea, and thank goodness for that, right? Shea misses that one, and the rebound down to the Orioles. Rock looks ahead, and that's picked off by Riley Lair. Good defense by Riley, tracking back. She taps it over to Hewitt, and Hewitt initiates the offense. Down the lane, spin cycle up with the right hand, no good. Tipped by Fry, tipped by Hewitt. Back out to Lair. Corner three on the way. Looks good, is good. Rattles home for Riley Lair. Just needs 5 more of those to tie what Sam Lair did the other night. 31-11. 5:17 to go here in this first half. Been a good one for the Vikings, certainly. Here's Rock, gonna fire away a 3. Strong, offensive board from Bednar, crawls back in. Haley Bednar's got 4 points. Check that, 5 points for Haley Bednar, and we're gonna get a full timeout. We will take it with them. 31-13, Vikes lead on WLA TV. Stay with us. All right, back to action here at WLA. The players on the court, Supernand, Shea, and there is Shea. Nice backdoor cut from Kiera Shea, found nicely by Elena Supernand. Shea's into double figures already. 10 first half points for Kiera Shea. Also in the game for the Vikings, Siri Kuski, Jess Pino, and Maddie Lair. So a couple of starters, a couple of bench players for the Vikes, and that goes off the knee, I think, of Jess Pino. No, it's going to go off of Bednar's knee last. So back to the Vikings. Lead is swelled up to 20 points for WLA. Back to a zone. 2-3 looking zone, and Elena Supernand throws this one away. Here's Schrank. Schrank down the paint, up with the right hand and fouled by Siri Kuski. Coach Supernand puts his hands to the side. I agree with him. Siri Kuski was straight up and down, but they'll say the hip check. I can live with that. Don't tell me she hit her on the arm. At least it was the hip check call. Schrank up with the first one, and good. She's got 3 points now. And 33, Caitlin Retzloff back in. Second free throw, up and good. Schrank yelled short after she shot it, but it did crawl over that front iron. Supernand into the front court. And she's gonna stop, pop, miss it. Offensive board from, once again, Kiera Shea. Back out to Supernand. Supernand to Kuski. Kuski to Shea. Down the lane, misses. Offensive board from Kuski. Offensive board tapped out to Maddie Lair. She's going to get rewarded for a pair of free throws. Good hustle by the Vikings offensively on the glass. And it was 5-3 Kiera Shea, 5-5 Maddie Lair, and 5-7 Siri Kuski. First free throw up and good for Maddie Lair. Vikings 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Hallie Keifenheim into the game. Her first action of the night. Second free throw, Rainbows up and just a little bit strong. So 100% lasted for all of one free throw for the Vikings tonight. 19-point lead, it remains. Here's Rock. Looking to Herzig near side, gonna opt to go the opposite side. Schneider. Schneider Dribbles around the top of the key. Here's back to Schrank. Schrank, nice crossover. Thought about the jumper. Did not take it. There's a switch. So now Maddie Lair guarding Herzig. Nice job by, excuse me, nice job by Maddie to force the pass. And now Caitlin Retzloff throws it away.
In for the Orioles, number 23, Megan Keelock. And in for the Orioles, number 24, Jamie Catania, and number 21.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half. Vikings teetering on a 20, 21, 19, somewhere around there point lead for the last several minutes. Let's see if they can maybe push it out here a little bit heading into halftime. Here's Shea in the corner. Shea dribbles into the high post. Nice crossover. Here's Keifenheim. Thought about the short corner jumper. Instead goes out to Kuski. Lair going to fire away along two. That one misses. Off the long end of the iron and to Kiera Shea. Top of the key, Keifenheim. And back to Kuski it goes. She gives it to Shea. Kiera looks back to Kuski. Nice cut by Siri Kuski and a good find from Kiera Shea. First 2 points of the night for Siri, and it's back to a 21-point lead. Largest of the night for the Vikings. 2:33 to go. Here's a drive and kick, rock, top of the key. You get around that free throw line, and that's when it really, I mean, this is tough defense, all 94 feet of the floor, but it really clamps down when you get inside the painted area. And that's what Bednar is finding out right now. Tied up underneath by Kuski. Never mind. That's the 6th team foul. Kuski is laughing. I agree. Interesting. That is a jump ball every day of the week and twice on Thursdays. And today's a Thursday. Jess Pino going to guard the inbounds pass here for the Vikings. Riley Lair back in the game, as is Peyton Chemnitz. Kuski's going to have to take a seat. She's got a couple of fouls. Rock down the lane. Goes up with it. Nice floater there from Bree Rock. Rock's got 4. And it's 36-17. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Keifenheim thought about it. Now going to take it. That one's just a touch short from Hallie Keifenheim. Looked good all the way. And a good rebound down there from Jamie Catania for the Orioles. Gets it down here. This is, this is Pellet. And Pellet's fouled on the drive. They'll call it on the floor, so that means 1-1 for Megan Pellet.
Viking ball number 12, Maddie Lair. In line for the Orioles, number 23, Megan Keelock. In for the Orioles, number 1, Haley Herzig. And number 31.
Couple of starters. Herzig and Schneider back in for the North Fondy Orioles. Front end, misses. Good rebound by Keifenheim as well. And Keifenheim straight up the floor with it. Here's Maddie Lair. Lair to Chemnitz. Chemnitz puts it on the deck. Nice drive. Oh, nice pass across the lane to Jess Pino. And Jess will finish that one off nicely, 38-17. That was good vision by Chemnitz. Thought when she was driving she had such a full head of steam that she might just finish it off. Oh, that is Riley Lair getting her hand in the dribbling lane of Herzig. And Maddie Lair completes the steal and gathers. But you just thought Chemnitz was maybe just going to go up with it, but she had the vision and presence of mind to jump stop and throw it across the lane to her partner down there, Jess Pino. That one knocked away. Maddie Lair stolen by Haley Herzig, and Herzig into the front court. Now to the corner. This is Pellet again. Back over here to Herzig. Herzig thought about Rock, but instead going to go back to Pellet. Bednar drives up with the left hand, misses. Just a little bit strong. Jess Pino with a nice defensive board. And if this was a tighter game, that might have been a foul on the rebound. Here's Keifenheim. Keifenheim to Lair. That one off the hands of Riley Lair. The handoff wasn't quite clean between Keifenheim and Lair, so goes out of bounds. Ella Beertzer makes her first appearance of the night, with the Vikings up 21. 17 and counting down here in the first half. Herzig finds Pellet. Pellet down the lane, and The whistle was blown there. Send Pellet back to the line.
Ball on the Vikings, number 4,
Riley Laird
The Orioles, number 23,
on the body.
Hagen Tila.
You can rewind it and tell me if that was the case. First free throw up and good for Pellet. Second free throw up and good as well. Good backspin. You can always tell when it's just looks a little bit different. And Pellet's shot certainly has that. Here's Chemnitz, under 5 seconds now, and knocked away from Keifenheim. Finds Beertzer in the corner. I don't think she knows it's counting down. She's going to throw it up, so she did know. And it's going to head to halftime here. Vikes lead by 19. They've doubled up North Fondy here in the first half, 38-19. Add up some stats and get back to you during the middle of halftime. You're watching WLA Varsity Girls Basketball on WLA TV. All right, let's get you a couple of statistics here at halftime as promised. Winnebago Lutheran Academy winning 38 to 19, 19-point lead for the Vikings. Kiara Shea has 5 buckets. She has 10 points. 3 for Riley Lair, 2 for Siri Kuski, 2 for Jess Pino, 1 for Maddie Lair. She was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Geneva Hewitt had a couple of threes. In fact, I think just 2 for 2 on threes was Geneva. 6 points for her. Leading the Vikings, Elena Supernand with 14. She averages 17.2 to lead the conference, so one would expect that will maintain at least. For North Fondy, Madison Schrank, the junior, has 4. Bree Rock, also a junior, she has 4. Haley Bedner leads the Orioles with 5. Megan Pellet with 4. And Caitlin Retzloff with a pair of points to get to the 19 that North Fondy has. So we have a couple minutes left of the halftime intermission. We will take another short break from it and come back with more. Second half on the way. You're watching on WLA TV. Second half underway here at WLA. Vikes look well on their way to securing a 12-0 start and 6-0 start in conference play. Obviously, the 5-1 for Laconia includes that WLA loss, and the 2 losses for Springs to the 2 teams ahead of them as well. So that's what the Flyway looks like. Nice cut from Geneva Hewitt. Good find from Shea, and Geneva Hewitt's got herself 8 points. Her first points of the second half. First points for anyone in the second half, as it's 40-19. Vikes have yet to score less than 50 points in a game this season. The Waupun game was close, but they did reach the 50-point mark in that one. Riley Lair had her hands up running straight backwards, but she gets whistled for the foul.
Foul on the Vikings, number 4, Riley Lair.
On the push. That's her third.
Team first.
Something to perhaps watch. Not going to settle Lair down, though. She's in the passing lane there. Couldn't quite get the steal as she continues to cover Madison Schrank from the Orioles. going to be Rock trying to get it inbounded, looking for Herzig. It ends up in the hands of Bednar. Bednar looking for Herzig, and that one's tipped out of bounds. I don't think Shea touched it. Yeah, that's a good call. I don't think Shea tipped that at all. So back to the Vikings goes the basketball. Shea passes it into Hewitt, back to Shea, and the Vikes initiate. Blair, corner, Supernand. Oh, she trying to get Shea to cut just a little bit further to the left, and she'd have found her. There's a bounce pass from Fry to Hewitt, skip pass to Lair. Top of the key, Shea. Down to the corner with Supernand. And a skip pass once again to Shea. Oh, just a little bit of a miscommunication. Kaylee Fry was flashing to the high post, and Shea's pass was as if she was going to stay in the post, the deep post, and not able to get that one done. That's a long three on the way. It's short. Saved, though, by Bednar to Herzig. Here is Rock on the cut. Top of the key, Herzig, still guarded by Shea. Spinning is Herzig all the way down to the free throw line. Kicks it out. Schneider throws up a three. Misses that one. Rebound somewhat tentatively taken down by Supernand. One-hand pass up ahead, and there's Shea. Shea missed that one. Offensive rebound, though, Fry, and she got hammered underneath. They called a jump? They called a jump. I'm not sure who made that call, but that was the incorrect one. Kaylee Fry was hit by 3 different Orioles. And, I mean, I understand it's a 21-point game, but interesting. Here's Herzig into the front court, hands off to Schrank. Switching it around, Bednar has it poked away by Hewitt. Hewitt down the lane. Nice shot fake to Supernand. Supernand goes up, goes down, and this time 2 referees decide that Kaylee Fry did indeed get fouled.
Oriole foul on number 31, Alexis Snyder. To the line for the Vikings. To the line for the Vikings, number 22, Kaylee Fry.
Fry's first misses off to the right.
For the Vikings, number 10, Siri Kuski.
Second free throw rattles home for Kaylee, and that's her first points of the night. Back-to-back games that Kaylee hasn't scored in the first half. Now, again, you can look at it negatively, or you can look at it as the fact that this team has been able to have success when Fry isn't necessarily helping offensively. And when I say helping, that's not fair. Here's Shea, who picked it off. And as I said earlier, if she's even, she's leaving. It's not that Fry doesn't help offensively. She's an influential part of the offense, almost especially when she's not scoring, because those low post touches that get kicked out for threes are much easier shots. Nice shot there from Bree Rock. Rock's up to 7. That's a team high for the Orioles. And it really does help the shooters for that pass to go to the low post or even the high post and then kick back out to the likes of Kiera Shea and Geneva Hewitt and Riley Lair. Certainly is good news. So, plus everything Fry does defensively for this squad. It just allows the team to play a little bit more of an aggressive defense. Led by Kiera Shea. Here's Kuski into the game. She's guarding Pellet. Pellet's had herself a nice night. So is Rock. Rock's up to 7 points, as I mentioned on the last possession. And that one is deflected and out of bounds. Shocker, Kiera Shea forced a turnover. Tell me if you've heard that one before. Now tell me if you've heard it a couple hundred times this season. All right, maybe not a couple hundred. Here's Fry in the front court. Dribble handoff to Supernand. And Supernand gets it back from Hewitt. Nice cut from Shea, and that opened up things inside, and Kaylee Fry spins, turns, hits. My guess is if you don't foul her, if she's that low, she's scoring. Here's Herzig into the front court. Guarded by Shea. Shea bats it away, and that one's thrown away by Herzig to Kuski. straight ahead from Hewitt to Supernan, and Supernan finishes that one nicely. Thought she might have overran it, but she didn't. She has 16. Timeout North Fondy. The lead is up to 25. Back after this on WLA TV. So back to play here between a couple of Flyway Conference foes, the leaders of the Flyway and the team that will stay in fourth place regardless of what happened tonight. And Rock's going to throw up a three, and she is bumped into by Elena Supernand. That'll be Supernand's third. A couple of people on the Viking bench shaking their heads. Rock's first one is good. Bree Rock's got a good shooting form, that's for sure. Inadvertent torn. Second free throw good.
In for the Orioles, number 21, Haley Bednar, and number 24, Jamie Tanya.
And the third one.
And in for the Orioles,
Bree Rock didn't even bother hitting the rim on any of them. Straight through. She's got 10, I believe. Yeah, 10 now for Bree Rock. 47-25. Supernan across the timeline. Got a double screen to work off if she wants it. She does. Nice one-handed pass. I said nice one-handed pass. It could have been a little bit more accurate. Went off Shea's hands and out of bounds. Back to the Orioles. Into the front court. Here's Pellet. And that one's mishandled by Catania. Stolen by Fry. Here's Supernan into the front court. Into Fry. Nice cut by Shea. Fry thought about it. Instead, she'll shovel it to Maddie Lair. Lair's going to step on the sideline before she can save it, and it will go back to the North Fondy Orioles. Couple of turnovers in the last couple of possessions, and that's going to force a Coach Supernan timeout. Be 30 seconds. We will take it with them, though, here on WLA TV. So the lead is 22 as we tick under the 13-minute mark. Drive there, and yet another foul. This will be underneath. That was 33, Caitlin Retzloff on the drive, I do believe.
In for the Vikings, number 11,
Jess Pino gonna check in. That was the second on Maddie Lair, and Pino in for Fry. Inbound into the corner. This is Bednar. Nice inbounds, just not quite worked well enough to get a shot, but a good drive, and unlucky there for Lauren Stetbacher not to get it to go. Here's Peyton Chemnitz. Back to Supernan. Supernan on the left side, down the lane, up with the right hand. Floater misses short, and it's off Jess Pino last. Shea still in there, and she guards Catania, who brought it up the floor. Nice drive there from Pellet, and Megan Pellet's got 6 points. Geneva Hewitt up to the table to check in. Supernand with a little bit of a hesitation dribble, tipped off of Pino to Chemnitz, back to Supernand, corner three, good. Supernand has 5 here in the second half, and she is over her 17-point average. She has 19 now. Nice drive once again. Oh, and just missed a little bit strong was Pellet. Just rattled around that back iron. Good cut from Peyton Chemnitz. Supernand wanted to get her the ball. Instead, going to give to Pino. Pino going to drive with the right hand. Has it tipped away. Stolen. Here's Pellet. Pellet trying to cross over. It's tipped off her own foot by Shea and into the front court. Going to force a timeout from North Fondy. The lead is 23. Back with more after this. So after the North Fondy timeout, as they got the ball back, they will inbound it here to Bree Rock. Rock, the leading scorer tonight for the Orioles, guarded by Shea. She spins, finds Pellet, now going off a screen. Rock's open underneath. That pass just a little bit inaccurate, and across the end line, back to the Vikings. Hewitt did come in during that last timeout, so did Riley Lair. Lair been on the bench for the majority of the second half with some foul trouble. She's got 3. See if it ends up being consequential or not. She picked up 1 in the first possession of the second half here. Peyton Chemnitz drives the lane, gets it tapped away. Here's Rock. Rock gonna stop pop from 3, misses it long. Chemnitz with the defensive rebound, hands off to Hewitt. Hewitt across the large Viking logo into the front court. Nice little hesitation dribble, goes down the lane, kicks it out. Chemnitz. Chemnitz shot fake. Has Lair. Lair top of the key. And now finds Hewitt. Hewitt thought about it. Now going to dump it down to Chemnitz. Peyton going to work. Spins underneath. A lot of contact. No whistle. And bounced off of the foot last of Haley Bednar. Good defense from the Orioles underneath there. Ella Biertzer will replace Kiara Shea. Tough place to inbound down here where Lair is forced to inbound from. But North Fond du Lac content to let them get it into Hewitt. Hewitt down the lane. And that was a block.
Oriole foul number 12, Bree Rock.
Just the 3rd team foul for the Orioles, I believe. Oh, just a second. I can't count. Here's Lair in the corner. Double screen for Hewitt. Good job by, I think that's Pellet to fight through that. It's tough to screen your way through a 2-3 zone. That's off the hands of Riley Lair. Here comes Pellet and the Orioles. Up with the right hand, no good. Jess Pino not able to track down the defensive board. So a good hustle there from Alexis Schneider to keep the possession for the Orioles.
And for the Vikings, number 20, Becky Honecker.
So Chemnitz has earned herself a rest. Becky Honecker into the game, along with Biertzer, Pino, Hewitt, and Riley Lair. Down underneath from Rock. Down there to Bednar, and that's swatted out of bounds by Schneider. Good block out there from Becky Honecker. 23-point lead for the Vikes. Under 10 minutes now to play. Hewitt into the front court. Hands off to Pino. Pino bounce pass to Lair. Oh, Geneva thought about it. I thought she was going to shoot it. She didn't, and she was out of bounds when she was touching that. It should be, they're going to tie it up, so it's back to the Vikings. It should be North Fondy ball. But
in for the Orioles, number 14,
happened
Heidel.
all too quickly. So Lily Heidel, we saw Lauren Stetbacher in before. She was in that JV1 game, as is Heidel, who's now into the game for them. Here's a right wing three on the way. Good. Riley Lair up the 3-point percentage. She leads the state in Division IV in that category. I think she's, what is she, she's made 2 of them. Is she 2 for 4 or 2 for 5? That's kind of a big deal. I don't know how many you have to shoot per game. Coming into this, you had to shoot 35. Here's Hewitt spinning down the lane and finishing. Nice job by Geneva Hewitt. She's into double figures as well. She's got 10. Had to shoot 35, and I think Lair was at 38 as Lair gets the steal here in the backcourt. Now up to Beertzer. Beertzer blocked. Bounce pass to Pino. Out to Geneva Hewitt. Launches a 3. Offensive board. Beertzer blocked and fouled. Looked clean.
Oriole foul on number 13, Lauren Stetbacher. To the line for the Vikings, number 13, Ella Beertzer.
Stetbacher. I think they misnumbered that. I think it was Heidel. That's what they have up on the scoreboard too. So we'll go with Lily Heidel with the foul. 3rd team foul for North Fondy. Beertzer's first one was off, second one misses long as well. So Ella Beertzer's had a couple of opportunities. We'll see if she can get something to go. Oh, long pass there from Rock underneath. Couldn't quite complete it. Here's Beertzer again, and she's, oh man, she just can't get it. Can't buy one right now. Here's Trank, sorry. Rock to Heidel. Heidel crosses over. Now Bednar. Schneider, Bednar, blocked by Kaylee Fry, and a foul. Fourth team foul. First on Kaylee. First one rattles out. Looked good the whole way for Bednar, but could not settle into the net. Second free throw from Bednar's off to the right. Rebounded down with Kaylee Fry. Elena Supernan back into the game as well, as is Hallie Keifenheim. Missed those two coming in during the last free throw break. Becky Honecker launches one, and that one's short. Oh, saved by Elena Supernan. And they do get Black standing out of bounds. Okay. I saw it. We've missed a couple down there, but
the Orioles, number 11, Olivia Houston.
Mike's going to have Elena Supernan throw it in. Beertzer was down there. They'll just lob it into Kaylee Fry. Back to Supernan. Corner 3 on the way, good. She knew it. As soon as she let go, it's almost like the Sammy Sosa home run trot. When Elena Supernan knows she hit it, everyone knows she hit it, as she trots back with the hand in the air. There's a good drive. No basket, though. Madison Schrank down the lane, and she was fouled, adjudged to have been fouled on the ground by Hallie Keifenheim. Supernan's hit 4 threes tonight.
In for the Vikings, number 10, Siri Kuski.
Kuski back in. 22 total for Elena. 58-27 as the first time tonight this lead swelled over 30 points. Nice shot fake by Rock, who goes around Honecker. Good job by Becky to get back into position and get the rebound. Swatted away after that, but now it's with Supernand. And she gallops into the front court. Looks underneath to Fry, does so. Fry, Kuski, Honecker, Skip, Supernand. Fry spins up with the right hand. Good. That's smooth from Kaylee Fry. She's got 5 points now. Kaylee third on the team. She averages 9.2 points per game. Oh, nice take, and that was a foul. As Madison Schrank went into Kaylee Fry, and Fry was still moving. So.
Viking call on number 22, Kaylee Fry, to the line for the Orioles, number 2, Maddie Schrank.
Schrank will try to put a couple of free throws down. She's 2 for 2 tonight. And right on cue. Curse of the commentator. I apologize. Second free throw up end is long, and it's tied up underneath. Stay with the Orioles. Fry has 2 fouls. Not sure if that will be consequential or not. We're under 7 minutes. I would not say 2 fouls under 7 minutes is probably not foul trouble. But that's really the only foul trouble to speak of. I mean, Lair's got 3. She's not on the floor right now. Fry stole that. Fry stole that one underneath. And she gets the pass from Supernand here. Goes up with it, and it's tied up. Stay with the Vikings. Supernand underneath. Look to lob it back into Fry. Now she does. Keifenheim, corner 3, on the way. Looks good, just strong. It's tough to see from my vantage point if that's going to be strong or not. So the line was good. Here's Honecker underneath, goes up with it. Fry tips the offensive rebound to herself. Corner 3 from Supernand. She hit it. You bet. 25 for Supernand. 5 threes, 5 twos. And she has 25 of the 63 for the Vikings. So that's a good start. Good finish. Good everything tonight for Elena Supernand. She went on a second half barrage against Springs 6 days ago. Vikings cleaned up Mayville on Monday as well. So a good week and change for the Vikings. Really good 6 days for the Vikings last Friday to tonight to go 3-0. All conference games as well. Bottom half of the conference looks like this. Lamira 1-4, Amro 1-5, Mayville 0-5. 63-27 here. Nice take here from Schrank. She goes up with the right hand, scoop, scores. Schrank has 6 points now. Maddie Lair into the front court. Dangerous pass, Honecker collects. Crossover. And they'll say on the floor before the drive. So it'll be Maddie Lair to take it in for the Vikes. That's the 4th team foul for North Fondy. Beards are back in. Kiara Shea getting one last run out as well. Shea gonna find herself open in the corner. Caught the pass, it was almost over her head. Kuski, Shea, Lair. Lair collects. Shea. Shea bumped and fouled by Haley Herzig. Be a side inbounds pass.
Oriole foul on number 1, Haley Herzig.
Shea has it, top of the key. I think it's still his own. It's tough to say. Shea drives the lane. Man, she is good when she gets around the corner. She's got 14 points tonight. And this goes back to earlier in the season. I think it was the Ripon game where Riley Lair had something like 18 points or something like that, crazy in the first 10 minutes or so. And we had the conversation, or at least I you know, I like to have conversations with myself on these broadcasts. Here's Maddie Lair missing that one, and Beertzer gets the offensive board. Kuski can't get it to go, and a good rebound down here from Bednar. And Bednar goes down the lane. Up with the left hand and scores, counted and the foul. But we were having this conversation. I mean, how do you scout it? You know, we were talking about the Waupun game that was looming. Bednar to the line. Free throw up and good, so she completes the three-point play, does Bednar. She's got 8. But, you know, reigning player of the year in the Flyway Conference, probably the favorite for the player of the year currently, which is Elena Supernan. 3-ball on the way for Chemnitz misses. Then you have Lair go off for 18. Then you have Kaylee Fry go off for 12. And now tonight, I mean, you have 25 from Supernan. Understood. Nice take there from Madison Schrank. She's got 8 points, flirting with double figures here. Maddie Lair up the floor. But you have Kiara Shea tonight with 14 points. So it's balanced all around for the Vikings, and it just kind of depends on any given night. 65-34 as Shea brings it up the floor. Beertzer down underneath. That's Kuski. Kuski goes up with it. Can't get that one to go. And they'll say travel from Haley Herzig.
Into the Orioles, number 12, Fia Rock, number 13, Lauren Stetbacher, number 24, Jamie Catania, number 31, Alexis Schneider, and number 33, Caitlin
And Coach Keel for North Fondy gonna do the hockey shift. Underneath, this will be Beertzer to issue it in for the Vikings. Finds Lair, back into Kuski. Kuski, Keifenheim. Helly drives, kicks. Kuski, top of the key, thought about it. Here's Beertzer. Beertzer dribbles out, top of the key, Kuski. Swings it over Keifenheim. Dribble drive, back out to Kuski. Kuski on the drive, kicks it out. Corner 3 on the way, Keifenheim. Thought it might bank in, not quite. As the rebound down to Catania. Into the front court, 3-ball on the way here. Nice offensive board and good finish as well. That's 31, Alexis Schneider. Her first points of the night. She has 2.
Alexis Schneider.
Underneath. Blocked by Maddie. Maddie Lair had it blocked. She's kind of shaking her arm. I don't know if that was a subtle message that she was maybe fouled, but who knows. Jess Pino underneath. She has it on the block. Kicks it out. Kuski, top of the 3. Key 3. Misses that one long. Here's Catania into the front court. Reverse pass over here to Schneider. Schneider has it on the left. Between the legs dribble. Kicks it top of the key. This is Bree Rock. Rock to Catania. And a swing. Deep 3 this time. That was from Stetbacher. Not quite able to get that one finished. And out of bounds. Back to the Vikes.
Number 20, Becky Honecker.
So Lair across the timeline. Has Beertzer near side. She's going to go into the high post to Pino. Hands off to Lair again. And that one just lands into the hands of Jess Pino softly. She finishes it off. Back into the front court. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. There's a travel. Go back the other way with the Vikings. Maddie Lair, Keifenheim, Beertzer, Honecker, Pino. Those are the 5 for the Vikings. Maddie into the front court, has her pocket picked by Rock. Rock down the lane and finishes. So Bree Rock is up to 12 points as she leads the Orioles with a dozen. 67-38. We'll take a quick timeout with them This is WLA Girls Varsity Basketball on WLA TV. Coach Supernand urging his players to help out in the backcourt, as that was, letting a little more go. He can't let that go, as Maddie Lear was tripped. Sixth team foul for the Orioles. Lily Heidel will return for Catania. So a couple of freshmen out there now for the Orioles. Lair in the backcourt. Almost got caught with the carry, but she's into the front court now. Looks underneath. That was a dangerous pass, and it's picked off. Pino was behind Schneider, so interesting there. Beertzer's going to be whistled for the foul. It's going to be on the floor, which means bonus time for Rock. Bree Rock will go to the free throw line, trying to build upon a 12-point night thus far.
In for the Orioles, number 11, Olivia Hughesman.
First free throw up and off. She was 3 for 3 till that point, so first blemish for Rock at the charity stripe. Here's Lair. Lair is reached in, on, and fouled once again. And it'll be bonus free throws for Lair now as well. She's 1 for 2 there tonight. Made the front end. And she'll have to do that to earn another one here. First free throw up and a little bit strong. Lair almost got her own offensive rebound. It caroms off her head, I think it was, and out this near side of the court. Into the front court comes Heidel. Back to Rock. Last minute and 20 seconds of this one. Good drive here, down the lane, up with the left or right hand, no good. And a trip by Jess Pino. That was Megan Pellet who got into the lane and made things happen.
WLA foul on number 11, Jess Pino.
This is a bonus free throw, so not on the shot. So they will play it. No need to. Pellet hits it. She's 3 for 4 from the free throw line so far. And she misses that one. So just the hat trick of free throws for her, the 3. And that one almost stolen by Heidel. And a good job by Jess Pino to collect in the backcourt. Here's Beertzer into the front court. Got to be careful. That's a good place to trap. And they'll say a foul on 14. That's Lily Heidel.
Oriole foul on number 14, Lily Heidel, to the line for the Vikings, number 13, Ella Beertzer.
57.3 seconds left. Beertzer up and good. She was 0 for 2 on her first couple, but that was true. Second free throw banks in. 2 for 4 for Ella Beertzer from the stripe tonight. Here's Heidel into the front court. Over to Pellet. Pellet as it's stolen. That's Kuski. Kuski gonna push it, thinks a little bit better of it. Gonna slow things up just a little bit. Here's Hallie Keifenheim. Back to Kuski. Kuski down the lane. Nice pass over to Jess Pino. Pino strong on it. Can't finish, and she'll bat it out of bounds. 34.5 seconds left here in this one. 69-39. Second WLA team that scored 69 points this week. The boys lost 69-70 to Lamira. That was a fun game to watch. I mean, obviously, if you're a WLA fan, you'd like to see that one closed out, but nonetheless, it was an entertaining game to watch. Had 11 threes made between Sam Lair and Ethan Cole. 49 points between the two of them. Couldn't quite get enough to finish things off. Becky Honecker is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for a pair, just 1-1 still.
To the line for the Vikings, number 20, Becky Honecker. In for the Orioles, number 2, Maddie Schrenk.
Bree Rockel, take a seat as Maddie Schrenk comes back out onto the floor. 1-1 for Honecker. First free throw up and good. Becky earns the second. And the second free throw is just a little strong. Offensive board for Kuski. Kuski can't get that one to go. They can't buy one underneath, but WLA over the 70-point mark for, I had that stat and I lost it. Fourth or fifth time this season that WLA is over 70 points. And there was a double dribble from Heidel. Heidel a little inquisitive. Didn't look like a double dribble, but it was a little awkward looking. I think it was just kind of an awkward looking crossover, and sometimes that's all it takes. So that'll do it as Ella Beertzer dribbles out the basketball here tonight. And the Vikings going to run away with this one with a 70-39 win over the North Fond du Lac Orioles. Vikings move to 12-0, 6-0 in Flyway Conference play. They'll remain at the top of the standings. And if they take care of business, it will set up a very entertaining possibility of a showdown with Laconia here at WLA for a chance to sweep the season series and perhaps clinch a Flyway Conference championship. But we're looking ahead of things in that scenario. WLA's got to keep playing. They outscored that 64.5 point per game average that they have this season. Also outscoring her average was Elena Supernan. She had 25 points. She had 5 threes, 5 twos, and that is 25 for Supernan. She had a terrific night. Geneva Hewitt was into double figures. She had a couple of twos and a couple of threes. She had 10. Kaylee Fry got things going in the second half, had 5 points for the Vikings. A point for Becky Honecker. 2 for 4 was Beertzer from the line, so she had 2. Maddie Lair was 1 for 3 from the line. She had a point. 4 for Jess Pino, 2 for Siri Kuski, 6 for Riley Lair on a couple of threes, and Kiera Shea had herself 14 points tonight. So it was a good outing for the Vikings. They get another win. Win this one by a healthy margin once again. Vikings 12-0 and 6-0 in the conference. For North Fondy, they move to 3-3 in the conference as they continue with the second half of their schedule coming up next. This rounds out the first round of round-robin play. Double round robin here in the Flyway. So WLA will play once again Laconia Springs, North Fondy, Lamira, Amro, Mayville one more time each on the back half of the season. Vikes still ranked number 3 in Division 4, and I mean, you look for a weakness on this team, it's tough to do. I'm Jordan King saying so long. Tomorrow we will have a live stream. Not sure if I will be here or not, but we will have a live stream for the crosstown rivalry between WLA and St. Mary Springs Academy on the boys' side of things. So I hope you'll join us for that tomorrow evening. Until then, so long, good night from WLA Gymnasium. Vikes win it here over North Fond du Lac in Flyway Conference play.